21 minutes for a full campaign using Cowork and Fable 5. Okay, this is a pretty rough and ready video. I'm just going to run through a quick example of using Fable 5 and Cowork in action. Yesterday, I turned a half-finished campaign sketch outline into a complete, ready-to-launch LinkedIn funnel, lead magnet, tracker, 7 posts, opt-in pages, and a split test sales page. The total AI working time, about 20 minutes, and most of that was Cowork, not me. Here's my deliverables folder that it created for me as well. So I've got a prospect tracker Excel spreadsheet. I've got the PDF report itself. I've got an opt-in thank you page. I've got an opt-in page itself. And I've got a Word doc for the campaign for LinkedIn. And down the bottom, I've got a sales page variant as well. When it creates the PDF, it does little images, PNGs as well. So it makes it very easy for you to go through and look at those at the same time. So that's the deliverables folder, all created for me by Cowork. Now, on the basis that you may not have used Claude Cowork before, a quick explanation. It's not a chatbot. It works directly with your files. You point Claude at a folder, Dropbox in my case, and it reads, writes, and edits real files, HTML, Word docs, PDFs, spreadsheets, whatever it is. Fable 5 is the reasoning upgrade. This thing didn't just execute, it critiqued for me. I asked what's done, where it lacks, how to improve, and it found the gaps for me before building anything. Now, it does need context and resources to work with, so I gave it my existing sales page plus the campaign Word document that I already had sketched out. As you can see, those are there as part of the initial prompt. It came back with a genuine review, including typos in my own sales page and strategic holes, no single CTA call to action keyword, no DM delivery script, links buried in post bodies, killing reach, all sorts of bits that I needed to be aware of about what I already had. In other words, it told me what was wrong before I asked it to fix anything. And it gave me a plan for the actual posting of the campaign. And then we come to my one prompt that created the 4 deliverables that I've just shown you in that folder. So yes, the prompt is a little detailed. I think it's 7 steps in total. And what we're doing here is just running through the different bits that I'm after. So first of all, I need the 30-minute prospect discovery lead magnet and the 25 prospect tracker sheet that it actually recommended that I add to the lead magnet. I've also asked it to include a link to my school group. I've also made sure that it's got a coupon for a discount. That helps obviously convert people to buyers and gives me a very simple way of tracking this campaign because that coupon will only be used for this campaign. And I've made sure it knows where the opt-in page is going to be so it can include that in the PDF. All information it basically needs to complete the job. And I've asked it to go ahead and make the improvements to the content for the posts for the campaign and some image prompts. Now, the image prompts I will actually use in ChatGPT because I prefer the quality of the images that I get out of that. I'll show you that in a minute or two as well. And I said I want a new version of the sales page that I can use as a split test as well. So yes, 7-step prompt, just making sure it's got the relevant information. I hit go. And it went off and did all that for me in one go. It did ask me some extra qualifying questions, which were multi-choice, and it gave me recommendations as well. So that took 30 seconds to run through. I then went off to make a coffee while it created all of these for me. It took about 15 minutes to do this bit. It created an 8-page lead magnet PDF. So it actually creates the professional PDF for me. It created the tracker spreadsheet with drop downs, auto scoring, etc. It created all 7 LinkedIn posts rewritten with the recommendations that it had come up with and gave me new prompts to use in ChatGPT for the images. And it came up with a sales page variant B built specifically for the traffic that these posts are going to attract that I can then use for split testing as well. It also flagged up something that I may need to change the image for the coupon. It looks apparently more like 17 in my handwriting than 27. And to be fair, if we pop back and look at that, yeah, that could look like a 17 rather than 27. So it's just flagging something that I need to be aware of. After it's given me all those deliverables in a folder, it did ask if it could overwrite existing files. So I gave it a quick note to say, no, always create a version 2. Then it went on and said, are you ready to draft the opt-in page that we're going to be sending people to? And I simply told it to include a placeholder for where I'm going to pop my autoresponder code in. And it went off to do that. Again, this took 3 or 4 minutes. I was probably doing something else at the same time on my computer and multitasking, and I then have a branded squeeze page, thank you page, matching PDF design with marked slots for my get response, embed and redirect. It understood the whole system, from post to pinned comment to opt-in to delivery to discount coupon for tracking to the sales page to the lead turning into my paying customer. It understands the process and it helps make sure that you go through that process in the right order. Oh, and I also asked for the image prompts separately so I could just run through those in ChatGPT. And here's a quick look at those. Simply pop in the prompt it gives you and ChatGPT will give you suitable images for the post that you're going to be sharing on social media. Very quick and easy. And again, it's something you can run while you're doing other things on your computer because each of these images will take a minute or so in ChatGPT. To give you another example, here's a few other images that I was working on for social posts yesterday as well for another series. The prompts again are all created using Cowork. I just prefer the quality images I get from ChatGPT, and you can see it mixes things up for me, giving me all sorts of different styles. This helps to make sure that people don't get blind to my social post images, and I have quite a variety, but they also suit for the different platforms. So there's some are designed for LinkedIn, some are for Facebook, and some are for my WordPress blog and for Medium posts as well. So you can see quite a variety, all created from prompts created for me by Cowork, and ChatGPT will just go ahead and create these for me. So Claude, Cowork, and Fable 5 in action. I gave it messy, real inputs. A sketchy campaign document, a sales page with typos, a couple of PNGs. It came back and handled the ambiguity with sensible defaults when I asked. Everything is a real file I own on my computer in my Dropbox, not locked in a chat window. This kind of thing used to be a week of freelancer back and forth to get it done. Not anymore. It's that quick. If you want to see exactly how I do all of this, the actual prompts, files, process, and more for my business, that's what I share inside the Now I Get AI community. Go to nowigetai.com/join. Hope you found this useful. Thanks for watching.